Methane, that's right, biogenic methane, animal ruminant methane, the very gaseous emission that the left lambasted the rural sector for the past 6 years. Like somehow there's a farmer amongst them. I ask them, what on earth you are talking about? Well, I say, there is no farmers. Where are you farmers that you speak of such things? What of Megan Woods or Chloe Swarbrick yesterday and today offering evangelical sermons of what farmers should do to farmers? Debates offered from central Auckland of how farmers should live their lives. This government, we are farmer friendly. We listen to common sense. That is why I rise today in this House to speak of the government's split gas announcement. That's why oral questions raised yesterday by the left highlighted their blatant ignorance of farming, on-farm practices. What did you all fail? Third form science, gracious me, it's a short-lived gas. That's why this government wants a genuine, non-partisan review. Goodness gracious, methane decays back to CO2. It decays back to CO2 in 10 or 12 years. You all know this stuff is what feeds plants. Oh, or could you go farming, or perhaps you're just bereft of it. The agricultural contributions are essentially static. They're static. Peak herd was in 2005 and 2006. Ruminant numbers have been falling ever since. What do you, the Greens, know of farming? What, would you have us slaughter all our animals? Yes. If not, how many? How many should we slaughter? Bloody fantasy, I say to the Green Party, when it comes to that nonsense. New Zealand used to have over 70 million sheep. 70 million, now less than 25 million. Peak dairy herd has been falling since 2005, and land use changes are constantly evolving. What did the left forget to account for all-farm, on-farm sequestration? The tens of millions of plantings by farmers and existing offsets. Oh, the silence from the other side is deafening. So the true question is, what is the government asking? Are the methane targets fair? Are they fair?
Sorry to interrupt the member. I'll ask the Green member to refer to 64.2 and, for that matter, 3 of the Speaker's rulings. Member, strictly speaking, has a right to be heard in silence. No one observes that because interjections can be rare and reasonable. But the barrage that's coming from there breaches that standard, that Speaker's ruling, absolutely. So we'll just have the rest of Mr Cameron's speech respectfully listened to.
I am certainly grateful, Mr Speaker. Thank you. And I asked again, are the methane targets fair? What is fair? How will we as a government prevent emissions leakage if we get the methodology wrong to less efficient jurisdictions? We are the most efficient, friendly farmers in the world, second to none. And I am not shy about saying that. Yet we hear the left say all the time, you lot, the farming sector, you need to do more. Ivory towers. That's all I say to them. Wake up. Methane is simple. It's the symbiosis, the morphology of gut bacteria, animal gut bacteria. It's what we're feeding these animals and their genetics. We're a plant-based pastoral system, for goodness sakes. And yet I hear the boffins say, use boluses. Well, I'm a farmer that's got 5, 6 broken bones from drenching animals. What a nonsense. Drive down the emissions, they say. Does anyone on that side of the House actually know how many mature animal bovines would have to be drenched annually, twice a year? I ask you. You do not know. I would ask that side of the House. Further emissions reductions will happen. Farmers embrace technology every day. The government's announced GE is part of our future moving forward. It is what we're feeding these animals, and animal genetics and farmers that embrace that technology is our new future. I know this side of that side of the house may struggle to comprehend that logic, but then again, farm logic is beneath them, not this government. Farmers will always have and continue to innovate their way out of these problems. With sensible farm gate logic, rural New Zealand will seek and mitigate the quandary which is methane science and emissions. We will no longer fester in the left's ideology, and we as a farming community are backed by this government every day, and we thank them for it.